guys, it is Tasha, Mr. Joseph Jordan's paralegal. There's just a few recent things that have happened that I wanted to share with you. The first thing is that if you are not being represented either by us or by a trial defense services, area defense service counsel, or any sort of military defense counsel, or any other civilian defense counsel, you need to know that your chain of command, generally speaking, is there to assist you. And by that I mean that if you are suspected of some sort of crime, know that yes, you do have your Miranda rights, your right to remain silent, your right not to incriminate yourself, because what they do say, anything that you say can and will be used against you. But if there's just, generally speaking, something that is bothering you or that you need assistance with, they are there to assist you in getting that matter taken care of. So, and by that I mean that if you take things into your own hands, you may make matters worse for yourself. You just may. So reach out to them if you need to. But if you are under advisement by some sort of attorney, like I was saying, then make sure that you reach out to them first. The other thing is that yesterday I attended the first court-martial here on Fort Hood that was a panel member case. It was very unique because of COVID. You can't have a certain amount of people together in a group, and a panel starts with 14 personnel. So clearly that's over the COVID guideline. So then what they ended up doing was they separated the groups 7 and 7, and then so they did the panel instructions to the first group. They did their voir dire questions, asking them the general questions of, are you going to hold things against the accused? Do you know the accused? Those types of questions. And then there's also some more questions that the defense counsel and the prosecutor get to ask them, but that's through the judge, and that's something that's done beforehand. But so they had to do that twice, one to the first group of 7 and then to the second group of 7, and then they were able to get their full panel of panel members put together for the court-martial. So that's kind of interesting. And there was still, a bailiff there. There were still escorts. There was still some people in the gallery. Like I was saying, I observed, but it was limited to only 10 people. And that 10 can be very, very small because of the fact that there is, there's paralegal support that usually sits in there. So then that's at least 2. A supervising attorney, that's 2 more. Generally speaking, a family member of the accused, there's 5. And then so maybe 5 left remaining, but that's just in the gallery. And then you also have to take social distancing into effect of how that's going to work out. So 10 people in the gallery. You have the defense counsel sitting there, whether it's 1 or 2, and then the accused. And then on the prosecution side, you usually have the prosecutor and then the assistant prosecutor or trial counsel and the assistant trial counsel on the case. Then the panel members, and then you have the court reporter and the judge and the 2 bailiffs. So it's quite a bit, but they did get it done. So that means a lot of things are probably going to start moving rather quickly. I wouldn't say quickly. Things are going to start definitely doing some sort of normalcy within the military judicial system, meaning that you're going to start seeing courts-martial again. The courts-martial that were delayed are going to be put on the docket. And another thing that I've been privy to is that they are still bringing in-person witnesses, and they are putting into effect the quarantine. So if a person's traveling from out of state, that person's going to be quarantined for 14 days prior to their testimony, and then most likely once they go back, they're going to have another quarantine period, but that's subject to, you know, their state or their employer's guidelines that they have there. So just know that it's still happening. We're still here. We can still assist you. Give us a call.